Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review, and today we will be talking about CK1 Shock by Calvin Klein. I got 3 of these samples off of eBay, and they're all done now. I just saved this one for the video. I'm wearing a little bit now for the sake of the video. I'm going to go ahead and give you some thoughts on it here. The fragrance is classified as an Oriental Spicy. The top notes we have clementine, cucumber, and energy drink accord. In the middle notes of black pepper, black basil, and cardamom. And in the base, tobacco, musk, patchouli, and ambrine wood. At base notes, 16 positives, 4 neutrals, and 4 negatives. So you can see the base noters did seem to like this one for the most part. I'm going to say for my taste, it was just okay. Starts off with a syrupy sweet smell. Some people say it was like a cherry vibe. I do kind of get like the orange syrupiness. You know, it's kind of hard to really tell what kind of fruit we're talking about because of the spices and the base and everything. It just kind of makes the fruitiness a little bit indistinct. You do know that it is syrupy and sweet, but maybe not really 100% sure exactly where it's coming from. But, you know, orange sounds as good as anything to me. You do get a little bit of pepper and some of the spices in there. And there is tobacco in the base. Now, to my nose, it didn't come across as like a smoky, refined tobacco, more of a green, leafy type tobacco. I didn't even really know it was tobacco until I did the research and saw it was in there. It could have been leather or anything else, probably for all I knew, because I didn't really, know it was really tobacco. Kind of like with Terry Mugler's Pure Vein. I had a hard time really telling that that was a tobacco fragrance either. Now, when I wore this to work one day, a lady at work said she liked it, and she said it kind of reminded her of like an older style fragrance, which kind of surprised me because to me, it does kind of evoke more of a younger feel because of that syrupy sweetness. I think somebody even compared it to 1 Million, and I haven't tried 1 Million, so I'm not sure how similar those are, but definitely, some sweet reminiscent of some of these more younger fragrances. Now, it's probably a little bit more refined than, say, Calvin Klein's Crave or, Blue Sugar, which kind of smell like candy. This one with the spices and the tobacco does kind of give it a little bit more than just to that. So it's not really like a gourmand. It does have like the Oriental vibe to it, but it just didn't quite cut it for me because it just didn't quite make it to the refined edge that I was looking for. I think there are other fragrances in the same vein that do a better job. Like I think a perfect example would be John Varvatos, the original. It has that syrupy sweetness to it, but with the spices in there, a little bit more exotic and mature. Some fig in there. So yeah, I like that one better, and I think that one would replace this one in my rotation. Now this one maybe I would grab just for a casual when I was just looking for something kind of ordinary and plain, and I wasn't looking to be so refined and elegant. So I think that's about it. To give you an idea of how I feel about this fragrance, I want to show you a picture here. This is a picture that was taken of my son when he was a few months old. It kind of reminds me of how I feel about Calvin Klein one Shock, because you get the baby here, but you also have like the white shirt, the top hat there and the bow tie. So it's like you got the baby, but you got the fancy dress, and it all doesn't really make sense when it's all said and done. That's kind of how I feel about it. Calvin Klein's one Shock, not bad fragrance, but just confused me a little bit. Let me get into some scoring though. The smell, 5 out of 10. Okay, I can wear this stuff, but I just don't think it's as good as other fragrances with some similar notes. Versatility, 6 out of 10. Great fall fragrance, I think, if you like this kind of thing. Winter, I'm not really sure if I'd want to rock it too much in the summer, though. But I think you could if you wanted to. Uniqueness, 7 out of 10. It kind of does its own thing, maybe some similarities to other scents, but for the most part, not bad in terms of uniqueness. Projection longevity, I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10. The syrupiness, in the tobacco and the spices, it does kind of linger there for a while, 2-3 hours. You might still catch whiffs of it without too much trouble. Price point, we're looking at about the $34 for the 100 ml, and maybe even cheaper at a discounter. So about 9 out of 10 for a price point. Now overall, I'm going to give this one about 6 out of 10. Pretty much a pass for me. Being an older reviewer, I think I would go with something like a Burberry London or John Varvatos, but this one's okay. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.